Welcome to the virtual college fair for all Virginia students, sponsored by the Virginia Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Counselors and StriveScan. Thank you for joining us. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off so the panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of many sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at strivescan.com/Virginia. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at that same website, strivescan.com/Virginia. And now I'd like to turn it over to our first presenter from Randolph-Macon College.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Susanna Hagan. I am an Assistant Director of Admissions for Randolph-Macon. And over the next 6 minutes, I will be giving you a little bit of information about RMC. If you have any questions for me, just pop them in that Q&A and I will type my answers back to you after the presentation. Randolph-Macon is located in Ashland, Virginia. Ashland is a small town located just north of Richmond and an hour-and-a-half south of DC, right off of Interstate 95. It is actually known as Center of the Universe, believe it or not. And we have earned that title mainly because we have the Amtrak rail that runs straight through the center of our downtown area, which connects us all up and down the East Coast. So if you are coming from the East Coast, you can actually utilize the train getting to and from home. It's a nice amenity right at our students' fingertips. About the school itself, we are a private liberal arts school that was founded in 1830. Our student population is just between 1,500 and 1,600 students currently. As far as that liberal arts education, it's very much known as that well-rounded education. No matter what you decide to major or minor in, you will be coming out a very strong public speaker, critical thinker, communicator with that liberal arts education. What exactly does our academic environment look like? 16 is the average class size. Really, classes can range anywhere down from a handful, say 4 or 5 students, to no more than 30, with an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. It is solely the professor in the classroom. We do not have any graduate assistants teaching our courses, and our professors really do strive to make those personal connections with their students and those mentor-mentee relationships that last beyond just that semester that you may have them as a professor. Over 50 majors, minors, and different pre-professional programs. True to that liberal arts curriculum, we have everything from the arts, theater, music, studio art, to the STEM fields, science, biology, chemistry, engineering, and then everything in between. A few of our popular majors over the past few years have been criminology, cybersecurity. We added a nursing major a couple years ago, and then we have very strong health sciences because we do see a lot of students wanting to pursue a career in the medical field. A neat feature that we have to offer is our January term. During January term, which our students mainly refer to it as J-term, you can decide to take part in an intensive study, which is simply taking 1 or 2 courses for the month of January. You can study abroad with fellow Randolph-Macon students as a class, being led by your professor. We've gone to Kenya, Cambodia, New Zealand, Iceland, the UK, and really changed it up year after year with where we go for those J-term study abroad courses. You can also do an internship to get that real-world hands-on experience while you're still in undergrad and really take that time to expand upon your resume and build that network that will definitely prove useful when it comes to job hunting. And speaking of finding jobs, we have a really fantastic career center on our campus, which is known as the EDGE. The EDGE is the application of your education. Most recently, this past summer, we were ranked 13th in the nation by the Princeton Review for our career readiness programs. So at the end of the day, 90% of our students 6 months after graduating are either employed or in graduate school. We have a very active student body outside the classroom as well. Since I don't have a lot of time, I would encourage you to check out our website for our different ways to be involved around campus and more information on our robust Division III athletic program. We are members of the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. As far as applying to us, you can apply directly through our website or through the Common Application. Both ways are free. We do not have an application fee in order to apply. To apply by early action, please get your materials in by November 15th, and you will know by January 1st. Early action is non-binding, so you're not committing yourself to anything by applying early. It's just getting your materials in earlier so you can get that decision earlier. Regular decision deadline is March 1st, and we'll let you know by April 1st about that decision. Now, what we're looking for in your application, first and foremost, we take a really good look at your transcript. We don't just look at your GPA at face value. We take a deep dive into exactly what you've been taking each year of high school. Have you been challenging yourself with any honors courses, maybe AP, IB, whatever's offered at your high school? And then to see that you're rising to the occasion in those rigorous courses. Our average incoming student is a B+ to A- student in high school who has some form of rigor in their schedule. We also take a look at your personal statement, all of your involvement, both in school and out of school. That's a part of that online application. application. We require one letter of recommendation. And do know that we are test optional for students applying this year. For seniors applying, you do not have to send in a test score as a product of the environment that we are in right now. We do not want to penalize you for that. But you can send in a test score if you have one that you would like to be considered with your application. Any sophomores and juniors listening in, that policy will be under review for years to come. So check back with us to see where we are with that test optional policy. Another optional component of the application is to do an interview with your admissions counselor. If there are any components of your application that you're maybe worried about or you want to explain, taking us up on that interview is a great time to explain that. Financial aid is such an important part of the admission and enrollment process as well. And I do know that private education has a little bit of that stigma that you're going to be paying a lot more money for it, but that's not always the case. We offer some fantastic merit-based scholarships. There's not a separate application for these scholarships. You are automatically considered just by submitting an application to us. Those merit-based scholarships can range anywhere from $16,000 all the way up to possibly full tuition based off of the grades that you've earned in high school. As far as need-based aid goes, please follow the FAFSA for any institution that you're interested in applying to. Having the FAFSA really opens the door for what we can offer you in the form of that financial aid package. And simply for submitting it, you will earn a $1,000 grant just for getting that FAFSA into us. We have many ways to learn more about Randolph-Macon than I was able to go over in this short presentation. So check out our website, rmc.edu/visit, for our virtual options to take part in, and also our on-campus options. We are offering on-campus tours at this time. Thank you for your time this evening, and now you will be hearing from, I believe, St. Vincent College.
Yes, thank you. So next we'll be hearing from St. Vincent College.
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you so much. My name's Christina Andre, and as she said, I am from St. Vincent College, and I do have one slide to share with you that I'm bringing up here. So St. Vincent is in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, which is about an hour east of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So that is our location, and I do want to share just some introductory information with you here this evening, but certainly encourage you to go deeper with that and check out our website, and we encourage you to visit us in person. We have been offering in-person visits for a while, of course, with some modifications and safety precautions in place due to COVID. But we do encourage you, if you can, to schedule that through our website and come check us out in person. That's the best way to get to know a college. A little bit more information about St. Vincent. So as far as our curriculum, we offer many options here at St. Vincent, in addition to a lot of cooperative programs and certificates and minors and all of that, but we do have over 50 majors, four-year majors, all of which are very strong at St. Vincent, but some of the ones that are really very popular and very strong at St. Vincent would include all of our biology and science-based, health-based programs. Biology actually is our most popular major and is very strong at St. Vincent. Our facilities are amazing. We added on to that about a couple years ago, and it includes a human anatomy lab. So they actually work on human cadavers. And I can tell you that we have a physician who does lectures here, and he said that he didn't have access to those kind of facilities and other, labs that we have until he was in medical school. So that tells you a little bit about that. Our business programs are also very, very strong. All of our computing programs, our cybersecurity got some national recognition this past summer for its strength. Criminology, we call it CLS, Criminology, Law, and Society, is also big at St. Vincent. Education at all levels, very strong. Psychology is another big one. So all of our majors are strong, but those are some that are perhaps the best known and very popular. We are a nice small school as well. We have about 1,500 undergraduates and a couple hundred graduate students. Our faculty are amazing. We have 120 full-time faculty. 92% of them do have their PhD or the terminal degree in their respective fields, and 16% of them are Benedictine. So we are a Catholic institution. We welcome students from any faith or of no faith, but we are a Catholic institution, and specifically Benedictine. And the Benedictine monks are very involved in the college, and I think students of all backgrounds really appreciate everything that they add to the community. Our student to faculty ratio is 11:1. So students are getting a lot of attention at St. Vincent and really getting that personalized education. As far as athletics, we are NCAA Division III. We're part of the President's Athletic Conference, and we are the Bearcats. We do offer 13 varsity sports for men and 12 for women. And we have quite a few club sports and intramurals as well, which can be a really nice option for students who maybe can't or don't want to make the full commitment to a varsity sport. And we have a very vibrant campus life outside of athletics as well. We have many, many clubs and organizations, all kinds of things to get involved in. And it's not terribly hard to start a new club. So if there is some interest that you have that we don't currently have represented in a club, there are some steps you can take, and it's not too hard to start up a new club. As far as a little bit about admission and financial aid, we too have gone test optional for this year, and we too will be reevaluating that in future years, but that may or may not stay. But for high school seniors, for sure, we also recognize the tough times we're all in, and we do have some alternatives that you can submit something in place of scores. So if you have scores, you're welcome to use them, or you have some choices. You can do a writing sample, a video, an interview, and that is all outlined on our website. We are automatically waiving our application fee if you apply by December 1st, 2020, this fall. So high school seniors, I do encourage you to apply soon. It'll save you a few bucks, and there can be some other advantages to applying early in the year. And no matter when no matter when you might apply and be accepted, you do have until our May 1st deadline to decide if you do want to come, if you're accepted. Our academic scholarships range from about $14,000 to about $28,500 per year currently for the high school seniors, and you will be reviewed for that automatically based on your admission materials. We do have a special opportunity coming up, our Wimmer competition, named after our founder, Boniface Wimmer. That will be on December the 5th. And high school seniors who meet certain criteria are invited to participate, and the top 5 students do get huge awards. So our first place winner will get tuition, room, and board for 4 years. This is based on an exam. The next 4 students will get full tuition for 4 years. So that's a great opportunity to keep in mind. And of course, need-based aid, that is available, and we encourage you to file your FAFSA to be considered for various types of need-based aid. And we did provide a few stats there on the lower right of my slide here, just to give a little bit of insight into the success of our graduates. So over the last 5 years, we've had a 100% law school acceptance rate and an 81% medical school acceptance rate. And our overall success rate is 98% for our last class. So our Career Center does a great job of tracking down our graduates and got a hold of about 90 or so percent. And of those, 98% were employed in their field or in graduate or professional school. So I think my time is about up. I encourage you to check out our website, come visit us, and thank you for your time. Have a good evening.
Thank you. Just a reminder to keep sending in those Q&A questions, and now we'll be hearing from Indiana University of Pennsylvania.
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to get the screen up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I want to first start off by saying good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Jones. I'm one of the Associate Directors of Admissions here at Indiana University of Pennsylvania, better known as IUP. Also with me this evening is my colleague, Ms. Lori Rose. Lori will be answering questions in the chat room, so if anyone has any general or specific questions about IUP, please feel free to send them. The presentation that we have for you this evening, it's quick, it's brief, it's to the point, but more importantly, I believe it addresses the most common questions we get from students. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. I would like to start off by providing everyone with some general information about IUP. We are a state-owned institution located in Western Pennsylvania. We're approximately about 45 minutes to an hour east of Pittsburgh. We have over 10,000 students who attend IUP, which makes IUP one of the largest institutions in the state. Of those 10,000 students, about 8,000 are undergraduate students, and a little over 2,000 are graduate students pursuing either their master's degree or their PhD. Our students come from around the world, representing 50 countries as well as 46 states. 7% of our students are from out of state. Because of the quality of the academic programs we offer, as well as a tuition discount we offer to our out-of-state students, Virginia is one of the largest states in which we gather the most students from. Do you have my major? Is one of the most popular questions that not only IUP, but most universities get. Here at IUP, we offer over 130 undergraduate degrees, majors, 70 minors, 30 certificate programs, as well as 40 master's degree programs. As all of these programs fall underneath the 6 colleges that we have listed on the screen. The largest college we have on campus is the College of Business and Information Technology, and the smallest college we have on campus is the College of Fine Arts. Most popular majors, you're looking at education, criminology, communication media, pre-law, pre-med, nursing, psychology, and anything that deals with business. Some of our more unique programs we offer are speech and language pathology, interior design, and environmental health. Whatever your career goal may be, you will have the opportunity to achieve your goal by any combination of a major, minor, double majoring, or a certificate as well. How will you learn here at IUP? Well, learning here at IUP takes place in many different ways, as well as both inside and outside of the classroom. Our average class size, you're looking at 30 to 35 students. Our student-to-teacher ratio is 16:1. This gives our professors the opportunity to know their students, and our students get a chance to know their professors. 98% of our classes are taught by full-time faculty and not graduate assistants. All of our professors have office hours. Despite the array of academic support services we offer our students, such as Academic Success Center, Writing Lab, Tutoring Center, if you need help, you will have a direct line to your professor. He or she will be your first tutor. When you talk about learning here at IUP, we want you to learn also by doing. You'll learn by getting hands-on experience, by doing research with our faculty, by participating in either a study abroad or a national student exchange program. We offer our students over 300 study abroad opportunities, as well as 375 national student exchange locations. So if you are a student and you're interested in doing a semester at the University of Hawaii, or if you're interested in studying in France, we offer these opportunities to our students as well as many others. Each year on our campus, we host anywhere between 3 to 4 different job fairs. We invite local, state, national, and international companies to our campus. This provides our students with opportunities to network, apply, and interview for both internships as well as full-time employment. Each year, over 3,000 of our students participate in internship programs. Our students have interned in some of the largest companies in the world, from Tesla to IBM to Disney, just to name a few. Taking what you've learned in the classroom, as well as outside of the classroom, is why 98% of our students, once they graduate, either go to graduate school or get a job once they graduate from IUP. Where would I live and eat on campus? Here at IUP, we have 11 resident halls and 4 dining facilities on campus. Our students have 6 different living options to choose from a single-person suite to a 4-person suite. All of our resident halls have Wi-Fi, laundry room, microwave, and refrigerators, all of the basic comforts you would have at home. Freshman students are required to live on campus their first year. However, they're also allowed to have a car on campus. We also offer our students different living learning opportunities. This is a great way to make friends and meet students with similar interests. If you're interested in living on a floor with all nursing majors or all business majors, you can do that here. We encourage our students to get involved. Any student that has a successful college career will be a student that has a balance between their academic life and their social life. Getting involved here at IUP is easy. We have more than 200 clubs and organizations, fraternities, sororities, service organizations, as well as 19 Division II varsity sports. All of our athletic teams are constantly ranked each year nationally, with both our men and women's basketball team making the Final Four recently. How do I get started? If a student is interested in applying to IUP, there are 3 things you want to keep in mind. Number 1, we are on a rolling admissions basis, so we do not have a deadline to apply. Number 2, we do not have an application fee, so it does not cost anyone anything to apply to IUP. And number 3, we are test optional. If you have your SAT test score or ACT test scores and you want to send them in, you're more than welcome to do so. Letters of recommendations and essays, they're optional, but I personally always encourage students to send that information in because it gives us an opportunity to look at you both academically and socially as well. Financing your education here at IUP starts with completing the FAFSA form. Our recommendation is to have it completed by January 15th. For more information about IUP, if you're interested in visiting our campus, please visit us online as well as following us on Twitter. And if you want to get in contact with me, my name is Sean Jones, and that's my information. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Keep sending in those Q&A questions, and now we'll be hearing from Ohio University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. My name is Julie Money, and I am the Regional Recruitment Manager for the Mid-Atlantic for Ohio University. So Ohio University is nestled in Southeast Ohio. We are located in Athens, Ohio. We have just about 23,000 students total and about 16,000 undergraduate students. We are the epitome of a college town. This is our Cord Street. Our Cord Street really opens up into our campus and vice versa. We have tons of mom and pop shops, locally owned businesses, little boutiques. It is the cutest thing you can ever imagine, like really small town, college town. We were voted the most beautiful college town in America this past year. But on this street, you will also find, of course, as you can see on screen, a Jimmy John's, there's a Chipotle, a Starbucks, a CVS. So a little bit of the essentials for you, if you will. That is a map of where we're located. Again, we're just about 30 minutes over the West Virginia border. So as I mentioned, we're about 16,000 undergrads, but we have 250 undergraduate majors. And what that means is, you know, if one doesn't work out, you have 249 other ones to choose from. But really you have a lot of options, and you have a lot of different types of students and faculty on campus. We have schools in engineering, education, an honors tutorial college, a college of health sciences, a school of communication, arts and sciences, business. So really a little bit of everything. We do have a 17-to-1 student to faculty ratio. This is not the type of environment where, you know, your professor wouldn't know your name. You're not going to be lost in a sea of students here because our average class size ranges from 30 to 32 students. I always like to point out that 90% of our courses are taught by faculty administrators. Basically what that means is most of our classes are not taught by graduate students. We love graduate students. We use them for labs and teaching assistants, but they are not teaching the actual courses. And because you are so involved with your professors, you have so many research opportunities. Ohio University has all the amenities of a large research facility, just in a smaller, more personalized campus. And it is ridiculously easy to get involved. We have over 600 clubs and organizations. I mean, you can sneeze and end up in 3 clubs. That is how easy it is. And we have everything from service organizations to Greek life to, of course, many sports. We have 16 Division I sports, as well as club and intramural sports. And every single one of our home games are free for our students. All you have to do is show your ID. But we definitely don't discriminate. We have hundreds of productions, concerts, speaker events, gallery openings, free for our students as well. So you shouldn't have to pay to get involved, and we make it really easy here. We definitely are the type of campus that is very friendly, community-based. You know, you really get that small town feel at OU. And then I always like to point out that 93% of our students are employed or pursuing further education within 1 year of graduation. I think this just kind of speaks to the type of student that attends Ohio, and it is a testament to our Career and Leadership Development Office. You have access to that center from day one all the way through the rest of your life. And we have over 260,000 living alumni around the world. So we have a pretty easy application process. We are on the Common App. We do have a $50 application fee, but don't pay that. All you have to do is email an admissions advisor, specifically me, for a fee waiver code. We would like to see your transcript. If you are interested in either of our honors programs, we will need a supplemental essay. Then optional items are essay, resume, letters of recommendation, although we do love to read those, so I encourage you to send them. And our test scores are also optional for all 250 majors. If you have test scores and you want to send them, great. But if not, every single major, just going to stress this again, is test optional. Our early action deadline is November 15th. That deadline is important because that is tied to all of our scholarships. So early action, November 15th, scholarships, remember that. Other than that, February 1st is our deadline. This is what our tuition and fees are looking like for this next year, just about $33,000 for out of state. That's tuition, room, fees, board. And that stays the same. All of those fees stay the same for 4 years. We call it the Ohio Guarantee. And that is pretty much it for me. Again, you can email me, moni@ohio.edu for any further information. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we'll be hearing from Moravian College.
All right, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Tim Waite. I'm the Assistant Director of Admission at Moravian College. We are a small liberal arts college located in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So our headline grabber is we were founded in 1742, which makes us the 6th oldest college in America. And we actually began educating women at that time. So that does make us the first school to educate women here in the United States. And while those facts are interesting enough in themselves, the thing I really like to point out about that is that just goes to show that not only have we been doing this for a while, but people have seen a need and a value in a Moravian education for a very long time. So as I mentioned, we are located in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, which is in the far eastern portion of the state. We have 2 campuses, both located in Bethlehem. They're less than a mile apart. And one is dedicated entirely to arts and music, which I will discuss in just a moment. But as you can see on the map, we have a great location. We are just an hour from Philadelphia and an hour and a half from New York City. So great proximity to 2 of the top 5 largest cities in the country, which is great for pleasure as well as business in terms of internships and postgraduate career opportunities. So our campus does have a very wonderful blend of historic and modern amenities and sites and buildings. The picture right in the center is part of our historic South Campus. That is that music and art campus I was mentioning. That gray building right in the center was actually used as a hospital during the Revolutionary War. And then the picture just to the right of it is our newest building on our North Campus. That is our health sciences building, which was completed in 2018. That has all sorts of state-of-the-art technology. The picture in the lower center is a 3D cadaver lab that has other simulation labs as well, mimicking hospital wards and hospital rooms and things like that. Some basic stats about the school and the student body. Just under 2,000 students. Average class size is just 17. The largest class a student will be in is in the low 30s, and that's usually introductory freshman level courses. By the time you are in upper level courses within your major, it's very common for those to be single-digit numbers of students. And we also have an 11-to-1 student to faculty ratio. We offer 55 majors and programs. Some of the more popular ones are nursing and the health sciences, which that new building I mentioned in the last slide, those are housed there. We are a large education school. Tons of teachers come out of Moravian, all levels, early education, intermediate, secondary. And then having that campus on the South Campus, we do have a very large number of art and music students as well. So we are very strong in the arts. We also do have 22 varsity sports. We are introducing men's and women's swimming next fall, in the fall of 2021. And I point that out because that just shows that we're in a position where we're actually adding programs and things to our campus at a time where unfortunately a lot of schools are having to downsize and get rid of certain programs. We're fortunate to be in the opposite situation. We are an Apple Distinguished School, one of less than 30 across the country. And what that means for a student is that when they arrive on campus as a freshman or transfer, they receive a MacBook Pro, iPad, and an Apple Pen. And then those are the students to keep upon graduation. This has been extremely huge given the current situation with all the virtual learning that's going on and distance learning. Having everyone on the same technological footing from faculty down to every student. It's just made that transition much easier. We offer, our Center for Civic Engagement and Career Centers offer all sorts of internships and externships, and our professors work with students on undergraduate research opportunities that do mimic graduate level research. We offer study abroad programs in Europe, Asia, Australia, and South America. And those can range from a full year down to just a May term, like a 1 month over the summer. We also have over 98% of our students are employed or in graduate school within 10 months of graduating. Just some basics about the admissions process. We are on the Common App and we waive the fee, and we also have our own application on our website, and that is free as well. So either one, there's no preference on our end. You can use either one to apply. We do require, obviously, a official transcript. We require one letter of recommendation from a guidance counselor or a junior or senior year teacher. And we are test optional except for nursing. So anyone interested in nursing, please throw something in the chat and I'll discuss that. We have early decision on November 15th and regular decision on March 1st. And I know I'm coming up on my time, but my last slide, financial aid, 100% of our accepted students receive merit scholarships, academic scholarships, anywhere from $18,000 to $28,000 per year. So we do everything we can to make Moravian as affordable as possible. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just a reminder to keep sending in your Q&A questions. And now we'll be hearing from Richard Bland College, excuse me.
There we go. Thank you very much. My name is Kyle Dobry. I am the lead admissions counselor for Richard Bland College of the College of William and Mary. We are Virginia's only selective 2-year residential institution. We are the 2-year daughter school of William and Mary, so we operate a little bit like your local community college, but with really 2 major differences that I'll go over. The first one being our connection to William and Mary and the things that we're able to do with that connection. And then the other one being our dorms, which I think for our freshmen really are the best in Virginia. And I encourage you to come check them out, and I'll dive into those a little bit as well. We are located just south of Richmond, Virginia, outside of Petersburg, so about 30 minutes from Richmond, about 2 hours from the beach, about an hour and a half to 2 hours from the mountains. So a great spot there, really easy access. If you take away nothing else from this presentation, there's just really 3 key things that most of our students take away as well and that's going to be our affordability, our access, and our exceptional student experience, all 3 of which I will dive into as we move forward. Just to give you an idea of Richard Bland by the numbers, we are 1/3 first-generation college students, 60% minority population, 60% female population. Our average class size is under 20 students per class. And our largest class on campus holds 40 students. So like many of the other institutions you've heard about today, you're going to avoid that lecture hall style classroom. We really pride ourselves in our RBC hands-on feel. We have 7 different associate's degrees, so the degrees that we offer are going to be half of all the degrees that you heard about today from all of our other institutions. With our associate's degrees, those are geared towards your general education courses. They're going to have 60 credits worth of work, all of which are geared towards transferring to a 4-year institution via guaranteed transfer agreements. We get asked all the time, do you offer this major or that major? Long story short, and to give the most simple answer, if it's offered in the state of Virginia, we offer it. We offer the prerequisites for it, and we can get you there and get you there with junior status. We have over 35 guaranteed transfer agreements. So after completion of any of our 7 associate's degrees, depending on your grades and the classes you took, we can guarantee you junior status throughout the state of Virginia. We have these guaranteed agreements with every public institution in the state and most private. For a full list of those, you can head to our website. So in a nutshell, RBC, 2 years with us, get your associate's degrees, take advantage of a guaranteed transfer agreement, head to one of our many transfer partners, 2 years there, and leave with your bachelor's. From day one, you're going to meet with someone called a learner mentor who really is going to be your right hand and your counselor while you are on campus. They're going to talk to you about the things that you're interested in, what you're potentially interested in majoring in, where you might be interested in transferring to based off of those interests. From there, they're going to help you build a schedule that's going to be applicable towards all of those goals. Then throughout your 2 years or less at RBC, they will keep track of you, really helping you and providing you with the resources to make sure you can make it to those goals that you discussed earlier. If they notice you're falling behind in any classes, whether it be whatever the subject might be, they might provide you with one of our free tutors on campus. If you're struggling with time management or just that general transition to college, they're going to provide you with some of our many resources and tools on campus that we have to help aid with that as well. Our campus, while large, 750 acres, is fairly compact. You're not going to have to worry about running around in between classrooms. So you can see right there, buildings 6, 4, and 7 are where we have all of our classes, very compact as far as our academic centers. We do have our dormitories on campus, which I mentioned I think are some of the best, if not the best in the state for our freshmen. They are apartment style living. So from day one, you're not going to be in that traditional dormitory. You're going to have a kitchen, 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, a living room, washer, dryer, all within that suite. At most, that suite's going to be shared by 8 students. Right now, we only have them shared by 4 students per suite. So right now we just have single bedrooms due to the COVID, but we might expand that next year. So you can see right there, great view, great kitchen, appliances all come in right there, and that's for our freshmen right off the bat. Sports, athletics, we compete on the NJCAA Division I level, so a little bit different than these NCAA schools that you've heard about today. The students that compete there maintain a lot of their eligibility, and a lot of our students will then transfer to Division I or Division II schools and continue their athletic career after their 2 years at RBC. In addition to those intercollegiate sports, we also offer intramural and club, as well as all sorts of clubs, organizations, and things like that. What I really stress is the availability for leadership opportunities on campus for our freshmen and sophomore right away. Because there are no juniors or seniors on campus, we really rely on those freshmen and sophomores to take those leadership positions and make sure that their interests are reflected throughout campus. Tuitions and fees were around $18,000 for the year. That's whole kit and caboodle, our sticker price. That's for our Virginia in-state students, about $5,000 less than your Virginia 4-year public average. Our commuter students, which we do have a good number of, they pay around $8,000 for the year. Only 77% of our students have some sort of assistance with that sticker price, meaning only 23% of our students pay that full sticker price. For a full list of our scholarships, you can head to our website, rbc.edu. We have 2 main scholarships that we started evaluating for at the 3.0 level. And that's going to be our Statesman Scholar. That's 3.0 GPA. And that'll cover anywhere from 20 to 80% of those out-of-pocket costs referenced earlier. We also have some cool scholarships that will track you all 4 years if you decide to transfer to William & Mary. There's a separate application for that, but long story short, that's going to cover 100% of your fees at William & Mary and 80% of your RBC fees. We are test optional, so please, once we are test optional and on the Common App, as well as our RBC application found on our website, rbc.edu. Our baseline GPA that we look for coming out, our preferred GPA coming out of high school is a 2.5. Students below a 2.5, 2.0 to 2.5 are required to submit optional documents like letters of recommendation, so we can help put some context to that GPA and really get to know you beyond the paper. Please follow us on social media and keep up throughout the admissions process. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Looks like we have a little bit of extra time, so I'm just going to invite all of our reps to come back on and share their answer to what is their favorite event that takes place on their campus. Everybody can take about 30 seconds to answer, and we can go in order of the presentations.
Should I go ahead?
Yeah, you can start.
All right, my favorite campus event that we have annually is known as The Game. The Game is our rival football game against Hampton-Sydney College. We, Randolph-Macon and Hampton-Sydney, actually call ourselves the oldest small school rivalry in the South. It goes way back for many, many years. And so we do get out on the football field in what's known as The Game every year, which always happens in November. And we have won the game for the past 6 or 7, I think it's 6 years now. So we've had that game ball trophy. It's getting a little dusty on our shelf in the campus store. So that is an annual tradition that we always look forward to.
Okay, and at St. Vincent, I would say my favorite is what we call Wimmerfest, named after our founder, Boniface Wimmer. It's usually the Thursday before Thanksgiving, and it's a campus-wide huge Thanksgiving dinner. There's the honor convocation. It celebrates the founding. It's Founders Day as well. Light up night for Christmas. It's a whole bunch of things in one. It's a great day. I think this year, you know, I'm not sure if it's happening or it might be different, but typically that does happen every year, and it's a lot of fun.
Okay, here at IUP, we have a new tradition that has become my favorite, and I would probably say welcome weekend. And the reason why is because I think it gives us an opportunity to obviously welcome all of the new freshmen to the IUP family. And those students are welcome to our campus, not just by those of us who work here at the institution, but the community as a whole. So students have the opportunity to be a part of this family, like I said, both on campus as well as off campus. And for me personally, having the opportunity to recruit these students at their high school or college fair and then actually see them on the campus is pretty fulfilling. So that would be mine.
One of my favorite activities or events on campus is a week-long fair called the International Street Fair. And it's students, faculty, community members, all on different areas of campus or on Court Street. There's dancing, there's food, there's music. It's a little bit of everything. And we do have a really diverse community. So it's a great way. Everyone kind of shares their different culture and eats a lot of good food.
The event I'd like to talk about is put on by our Moravian Activities Council, and that is called Wingo. So it's bingo mixed with unlimited wings, all you can eat wings. And everyone's a winner with the wings, but it's really popular because some of the prizes get pretty awesome. Flat screen TVs, AirPods, Apple Watches, things like that. So that's definitely one of the big events on campus every year.
At Richard Bland College, we give you some context to our big event. We have the largest pecan grove in the state of Virginia. With that, we have a pecan festival every year in October, which really brings out our community as well as alumni. It sort of is treated by our community as a big homecoming event. It is really cool, and with that in mind, I encourage you to check out our college and all these other colleges you're hearing from as you whittle down your list. Really getting on campus and getting a feel for it to see if it's the right fit for you can really go a long way. And we are still open for tours. Please check out our website. We're following all the CDC guidelines.
Awesome, thank you. I am just gonna direct all the reps to check the Q&A if you wanna answer that in the chat. And I'll just say, thank you all for joining us. When you close this window, there will be a link to a very quick 4-question survey, and we'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. This was just one of many sessions being hosted, so be sure to check out the full sign up and to sign up for additional sessions at strivescan.com/Virginia. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other sessions recordings at strivescan.com/Virginia. I'll just leave the webinar up for a little bit longer so you have the chance to respond. All right, that is the end of our time. So thank you all again for joining us. Bye now.